So we said we're gonna do it, and how's it like in a mix? This Eterno Verano Blanco. So this is, we sort of tested this on the last video on our tequila journey finale extra, the Eterno Verano, and it was on sale by BOGO at ABC. We had 29 bucks for 2 bottles, and this sometimes goes for 30-40 bucks per bottle. And 100% agave nectar. Apparently it's autoclave, not diffuser, but kind of in between, not quite smoky, traditional, or whatever. So it has sort of a citrusy zing to it. I can't quite make out if it's closer to Cazadores or El Mayor. Kind of reminds me of both, but I think I would prefer El Mayor for shots. But and then again, it does, even El Mayor has a little bit of a aftertaste, just slightly, but it's still great in a mix. So I wonder how good this will be in a mix. The only thing I have mixed it with is orange juice and tequila sunrise, so I'm not going to do that here. It tasted okay. I probably would still prefer El Mayor, maybe even Mi Campo in the tequila sunrise. This kind of reminds me of a vodka-esque taste in the tequila sunrise. Let's try it first in a margarita, and I'm going to do Key West key lime juice. I preferred this over fresh limes the last few margaritas I made. Natalie probably preferred the other, but she did not like any of the margaritas. So let's just cut to the chase and go straight to it. I think it's 2 ounces of Blanco, 1.5 ounces of triple sec, you know, something like Paisley and Sage is good enough. It's cheap. I think it's 1/4 to 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Your choice. 2 ounces of the Blanco, 1.5 triple sec, somewhere around 1/4 of key lime juice. All right, let's taste it. Ooh, that is strong. Woo wee. All right, let's try again. Woo. There's definitely a lot of orange liqueur taste. Maybe I added a little bit too much. I don't know. Not the most pleasant, but then again, it's not super bitter either. I wouldn't say this is so bad it's undrinkable, but this is for somebody that really wants to taste the alcohol in their drink. Woo-wee. If you got that at a bar, you wouldn't accuse the bartender of like stiffing you on alcohol for sure. What's next? I would say let's try the Ting, because I've never had Ting before. And there are like 3 main sodas they use for a Paloma. You can either use like a grapefruit juice with tonic water and maybe a little bit of agave nectar or something, or you can use like Jarritos grapefruit soda, Ting sparkling grapefruit soda, or like in the US they have Squirt, which is more popular. Again, we're not going to do fresh squeezed limes because I kind of prefer this Key West lime juice to fresh squeezed limes anyway. And maybe if I got fresh key limes, I could juice them, and I might prefer that. But for now, this is what we got. We can start with a couple ice cubes here. I guess we can start with 3 ice cubes here. Might need to add more if it's a little hot when we mix it. Around 1/4 to 1/2 ounce of your lime juice. I got about 1/4 there, I believe. 2 ounces of this guy here, your tequila. 4 ounces of your grapefruit soda. It's probably not perfect because I can't really see it. And let's kind of swirl it around a little bit, put it on the ice, And that's what it looks like. All right. Smells like something. Probably need a little bit more ice. There we go. Whew, that is still got a zip and a zing and a little bit of alcohol heat to it for sure. This tastes just what the grapefruit soda tastes like with a little bit of ice, just to see. Super sweet. I don't know how much grapefruit taste that it actually has. It tastes like fake citrus of some sort. This does have real grapefruit concentrate in it, but the top ingredients are like sugar, water, and then concentrate, and then some type of grapefruit flavor additive, chemical additive or something that makes it not quite taste as grapefruity. Let me taste this again. This tastes very similar, almost the same as that margarita I just made. Now, I have had the red grapefruit juice, the Fever Tree carbonated juice, which has lime in it as well. And that tastes totally different. Probably really bitter, but also very refreshing and very good. This just mimics margarita. That could be grapefruit, that could be lime, whatever. It's very similar, kind of bitter too. For whatever reason, I find this less drinkable than that margarita though. There's something just... something just off about it. I don't know. It's not very good. It's not terrible, but it's not... yeah, it's not something I would order at a bar. It'll be interesting to see later on, you know, what Squirt and Jarritos and stuff taste like, and even our own homegrown grapefruits, juice from them to try in a Paloma. So I guess what's next to try is Coke and lime. What do you call it, a highball or something? I don't have a highball glass, I just got this. But we're gonna see if this, you know, citrus, you know, tinged Blanco goes well with this here. And a quarter to half ounce of your lime juice, and then somewhere around 2 ounces of your tequila. Mix it back and forth a couple times. Fill it pretty much over full with ice. Okay, then you get your Coke and fill it full. All right. Not bad, but I probably would prefer this being either just take shots of this specific Blanco, or maybe just in a tequila sunrise, even though I don't think it makes the best tequila sunrises either. This isn't a Mexican Coca-Cola, which would have real sugar in it, and I'm not sure if it'd be much different than a USA Coca-Cola. But, you know, what this mix does is it gives your cola a very, very fruity taste. And, you know, I've had a few of these with other tequilas that I really, really like. This is pure tequila. Let me just see. Yeah, man, it definitely has like a Cazadores type smell to it to me. Yeah. I've not had the Cazadores Blanco, only the Reposado, and that tastes very similar. I definitely think I prefer the El Mayor for all mixes. So I think when I did the last video, I came to the wrong conclusion that I thought this Blanco would go well with everything in a mix. It had kind of that, you know, citrusy, and they say it's like a lime juice in the front and a lime leaf in the back flavor. You know, just taking sips and shots, I thought it would go well with everything, and it does not seem to be the case. What? Even these añejos and stuff like the Espinita, which is, you know, anywhere between 37 and like 50 bucks. And this Ocho single estate añejo, which is around or slightly less than 80 bucks. In a mix, they seem to blow this guy out of the water. And it's not that these guys were great in every mix, or, you know, like I tried like this guy on the rocks, the Ocho, and I was like, oh my god, this is nasty on the rocks. It's better room temperature. Maybe I have to try this guy on the rocks just to give it some fairness. Maybe it's super wonderful with that little tinge of cold. This is just Blanco on the rocks. Tastes like vodka now. So to me, it is kind of smoother like that, but it's like vodka. So make you a martini with it, I guess. And you know, it kind of went that way when I tried the Tequila Sunrise. Like I said, it was kind of like a vodka. You could still taste like some of the agave-esque flavors, but for the most part, it was like just vodka and orange juice, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. If you can get it for this sale, 15 bucks a bottle, BOGO, 29 bucks for 2 bottles. It's possibly worth it if you don't have anything better. There's one more thing to try, the Master Mixes Mango. You know, this is a frozen margarita or daiquiri mix. You know, use rum, it's a daiquiri. Use this, it's a frozen margarita. Right, so we need about 5 ounces of this stuff here. Just guesstimating. And about 2 ounces of tequila or rum. And then about 2 cups of ice. Alright, something like that. Now we wait. And then you have something like that. So the thing about these mixes is it's hard to make a bad frozen margarita. Or even a daiquiri. Some of the stuff I've used, like some of the spiced rums, weren't the best in the world for the frozen daiquiris and stuff. For the most part, they're almost always drinkable, always enjoyable, including this one. Nothing wrong with that at all. I guess if you want to use your tequila or whatever in a mix like this, it probably doesn't matter for the most part what you put in there. If you enjoy it, get the cheap stuff, that's fine. And if it doesn't get you sick, if like a mix to like a Jose Cuervo doesn't get you sick and you like it, I guess you can get it. I haven't really tried their silver, but their gold definitely has a very pungent flavor, and it's probably hard to punch through a lot of even your things you mix it with, but maybe their silver is a little better. But this isn't a mix too. This is a real tequila. It's just not that where they smoke it, bury it underground in a pit or whatever, and just let the pinas, the agave cook. To me, this is definitely inferior to El Mayor, which is one of my favorites, and it's only like 24 bucks for 750 ml of Blanco. And I kind of want to try their añejos, which is not that much more, 35 bucks. But I think this isn't a super versatile tequila. Well, I think that's it for this finale. This could be the final finale of season 1, or maybe not. We've been looking for a special tequila that we know exists, a fairly new one that we don't really want to have to travel 100 miles or 80 miles or whatever to acquire. So if it comes to our local store, we may end this with a bang. And this certain tequila has gotten rants and raves about in a very limited form. You know, it's new. It's not, I guess, well reviewed so far as like numbers. But the people that have reviewed it have given it an amazing review. If we don't get it this season and we get it in season 2, that's okay. This may be it. But this Eterno, Verano, this is like mediocre to me. I'm sorry if this offends anybody that tries this new tequila and says, wow, this is amazing. And a lot of people have said that. I'm not sure how many people were given free bottles or free samples or paid to say that. If any, and you know, maybe not. Maybe people like this. But to me, this isn't that great for a mixer, and it isn't the best sipper or shot tequila there is either. Take care.